Alright, guys, if you are online, do well to signify so we can commence this live class section. Alright, so we can commence this live class section. If you are online, do well to signify so we can start this live class section, guys. If you are online, do what to signify, and also like the live and share with your friends. Today we'll be discussing about a very vital aspect in chemistry. So if you're online, guys, ensure you signify and share the live section with your friends. Today I'll be teaching on a very important topic in chemistry, all right? So you should get ready. So if you are online now, do well to signify and also share the live with your friends. Share the live, guys. Share the live with your friends, okay? So we can start. Meanwhile, if you're online, do well to signify and also comment down where you're watching from, all right? Comment down where you're watching from so we can, comment and, learn something very important now in chemistry. Alright, it's been a while I came here on my live stream. Alright, so let's just play with some aspects in chemistry. So guys, if you're online now, do what to signify, share the live with your friends. Alright, somebody said from Oyo State. That is cool, that is nice. Alright, so let's see what we can learn today in the course of this live class section. Alright. Okay. So guys, in the course of today's class, we'll be learning on a very vital aspect, all right? And that aspect is simply called, very good. Somebody said Lagos, Bayelsa, Cameroon, that's nice. All right, guys, let's play. I'll be teaching on a very important aspect in the topic in chemistry, acids, all right, bases, and salts. I believe you've heard this, right? So guys, listen and listen well. We'll be learning because though I'm not going to start the topic from the scratch, okay? I already have full video lessons, all right, on all of these aspects. But I'll be teaching on a very vital aspect on this topic, acid, base, and salt. And that aspect is a concept that everybody should know if you are a science student. And what did I just call that concept? It is simply called the pH concept. Now you must learn. All these things are very, very easy. Ghana, very nice. So guys, if you are here, do what to like. Don't watch without liking. Like and share the live with your friends. So guys, we discussed about the pH concept, all right? So let us start. The first question we ask ourselves, what is this term pH? You can see the way I wrote it. I did not write pH like this, so this is not how it's written. P and H, I did not do this. This is not how it's written. But people do write like this, and no, this is not the proper way it's written. All right, you can see how it was written there in my, on the board. So let's talk about the pH concept. There is something vital I must tell us now in the course of this live class section, and it's very important you share the live with your friends and also learn, watch, share the live and like the video, and so let's see what we can learn now. pH concept. So first of all, what is pH? That will be the question we ask ourselves. Now listen, pH, listen. is a very key concept. You can see I did not talk about acid, base, and salt. We talked about this already on my class sections, all right? So listen, what is pH? pH, listen, measures. What did I say? pH measures. Listen and listen well. pH what? Measures class. Something very vital. Listen, this thing is very important for your exam today. pH measures the degree of acidity. Alright, pH basically measures what? The degree of acidity, or we simply say that pH is the measure. Okay, let's write it this way so that pH, the term pH is the measure, I'm going to, of the degree of acidity, is the measure of the degree of acidity, relax, or alkalinity, I'm going to explain, of a solution. Now listen and listen well. So if you talk about the term pH, you simply say that it is the measure, or itself measures the degree of what? Acidity or alkalinity of a solution. Alright, acidity or what? Alkalinity of a solution. I'm going to explain what I mean by this. Now, whenever you hear the term acidity in chemistry, what does it mean? Acidity simply talks about acids. If you don't know it now, I'm going to tell you guys what acids are, alright? This is not our focus in today's class, but we need the knowledge of acids to solve all of these aspects, which is what? The pH concept. So it measures the degree of acidity or what? Alkalinity of what? A solution. So acidity basically talks about what? Acids, whereby alkalinity talks about its brother, which is what? Base. Class, listen. Don't worry. Listen and listen well. I'm going to tell you what acids are and also what bases are. Just pay attention. So now, before you can see this is what pH talks about. This is what pH, it measures, or it is a measure of the degree of acidity or alkalinity of a solution. Relax and relax. Now, there is something that is used, though I just told you that, pH is the measure of the degree of acidity or alkalinity of a solution. Do you understand? So the question, ask yourself, what is used to measure this degree of acidity or alkalinity of a solution? In simple understanding, what do we use to basically tell if a solution is either, listen, acidic, because this word acidic is coming from the word acidity. What we tell if a solution, how do we know if a solution is acidic or what? Alkaline. Alright? Or what? Alkalinic. Now this is basically alkalinic. This is basically determined alkalinic. Alright? This is basically determined by what we call the pH scale. Listen and listen well. Alright, what did I just say? This is basically determined by what we call what? The pH scale. Listen and listen well. I'm going to talk about that. Alright? Listen and listen well. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Alkalinic. So that is for that. Okay. All right. Hold on. tell you guys something. When I simply say a solution is alkalinic, I also mean that that solution is basic. And what is used to tell if a solution is either acidic or basic is called the pH scale. So it is the pH scale that measures the degree of what acidity or alkalinity of a solution. Do you understand? It is what is used to determine or tell if a solution is either acidic or what alkalinic, which also means basic. Now this pH scale, look at what how it ranges. Listen and listen well, guys. The pH scale ranges from number 0 to number 14. Class, what did I say? The pH scale ranges from what? Being 0 to what? 14. You can see we have arrows going towards 0 and another arrow going towards 14. Pay attention. And I believe you know that at the middle we are going to get a number, and that number is what? 7. Just leave that. We'll come to that. Let me tell you guys something. See, let me tell you guys something. Just listen. Now, you can see an arrow going towards 0 and another arrow going towards 14. Now, listen. If a solution, if a solution, because I told you a solution can be either acidic or alkalinic. So how do we know if a solution is acidic? A solution is acidic if its pH value ranges from 0, listen, if its pH value ranges from 0 to about this number, which is what I'm about writing, 6.9. When I see that the pH of a solution is between this range, this tells me that that solution is what? Acidic in nature. But if that solution pH ranges from being 7.1, alright, to a number 14, this tells me that that solution is alkalinic, alright? Alkalinic, or I simply use the term basic. Because when you're alkalinic, you are a base. When you are acidic, you are an acid. I will talk about what acids and bases are. You guys there? I'm going to talk about what acids and bases are. But before that, let us, learn what we need to learn. So guys, pay attention. Because this 7 here, the pH, when a solution pH is 7, it indicates something. It tells me that that solution is neutral. What did I say? It tells me that that solution is what? Neutral. That means that solution is not an acid or a base. So it's neither, and it's neither, not say either. It is neither an acid rather, nor, N-O-R, nor a base. Do you understand? So I am not an acid, I am not a base. I am neutral. Do you understand? And this is seen more in salts. Salts majorly are neutral. Do you understand? We'll come to that subsequently. All right. So that is for that. So guys, let me ask us a very simple question. Now let's say we have two solutions. We have solution A. Listen, we have two solutions. We have solution A and another solution. All right. Solution B. Let's say solution A now. Listen and listen well. Solution A has its pH to be, let us say its pH is 2. And solution B, let's say its pH is about, let's say 5. So guys, I want to ask this question. Looking at solution A and solution B, determine what kind of solutions they are. Are they acidic solutions or alkalinic solutions? First, let's determine that. Because I told you that for you to be acidic, you range from 0 to, I'm going to tell you guys something. That's why I'm saying this. You'll be from 0 to 6.9. Do you understand? So looking at these two values, they are basically between 0 and 6.9. So it tells me that, solution A and solution B, they are acidic solutions. What did I say? Solution A and solution B are what? Acidic solutions. But the question now is this. Which of them is more acidic? What did I say? The question now is this. Which of them is more acidic? Let me tell you guys something. As you go towards zero, there is something that increases, and it is the acidic nature of that solution increases. If you don't know, you know it from today. As you approach zero, your acidic nature increases. As you approach 14, that is why I drew these two arrows. As you approach zero, your acidic nature increases. As you approach 14, your alkalinic nature or basic nature increases. So now, look at the question, which of them is more acidic? Is it solution A or solution B, guys? Is it solution A or solution B? Though listen well, both of them are acidic solutions, I am aware. But which is more acidic? It is solution A, because solution A, basically pH is basically more closer to 0 than 5. But both of them are acidic. Do you understand? That is how it works. So solution A is more acidic, though solution B is also acidic. So let's get into more aspects. Let's say we have another solution, its pH is about 8 and the other for solution B pH is about 13. Tell me, which of them now is more alkalinic in nature? Which of them is more alkalinic, guys? Because now both of them are alkalinic. Because when you are more than 7.1 to 14, you are between 7.1 to 14, you are alkalinic. So which one is more? I told you, when the approach is the 14 more, will be more what? Alkalinic. So solution B is more alkalinic or what? Basic. Alright? So that is for that. Guys, listen and listen well. Listen and listen well to help yourself. So guys, moving further, before we proceed to talk about more aspects, my online intensive classes for the JAMB 2026 and also the WAEC 2026 has commenced, alright? So to be part of the class, because we have started already, we started on the 14th of November 2025 this year, and today is currently December 3rd, and we started already 14th, and it's the class day 1 month, what do you call it? It's for 1 month, the 1 month period. The second edition of this class will commence very soon. But for those who basically want to be part of this class lesson, which is currently on, the class will still proceed till next year. Do you understand? Till where you'll be writing your work and also JAMB exam. So for you to be part of the class, ensure I'm going to drop my number and follow the instructions. You do well to direct message me and get to know how to be part of the class. Also, you can check on my social media platforms and get to know how to be part of the class. All right. So because we have learned all these already, I talked about I, not we. I am the one teaching. So I've talked about acid, bases, and salt from the beginning till the end. Where I've solved, because this topic is calculations in general, and I've taught my students how to solve questions on this aspect of chemistry, pH concept. So for you to learn all these step by step, the way it's being taught now, because I'm teaching it here, that's how it was taught in the class. Do you understand? And more, questions were solved. And the good thing about this class is that you get to practice a lot of questions, JAMB questions and WAEC questions. And also for, even if you're not a Nigerian, you want to be part of the class, definitely it's still going to be very helpful to you. Do you understand? Because the chemistry we do here in Nigeria is also the chemistry they do here in the US or America or UK, Ghana, Cameroon, Zambia, you understand? So that is for that. So do well to be part of this class to basically improve greatly in chemistry and biology, all right? So that is for that. So for you to be part of the class, do well to direct message me via my WhatsApp number, all right? And the class it's not a free class, it's a paid class, all right? So 08128927392. This is my WhatsApp number, or you do want to check on my social media platform to get to know how to be part of the class, all right? So after you make payment to the class, send receipt of payment, then you'll be added to the class. For those persons who have missed what we have done, there is no problem because all the classes are being saved. The way it's being here, this one is just a public class, you understand? It's a live class, you understand? So everybody can get to see. But all the detailed tutorial on all the topics in chemistry and biology have been made from the beginning till the end. Do you understand that this now we have trashed the topic acid, base, and salt from the beginning till mastery, where we have solved so many questions on this aspect. So ensure you are part of the class so that you get to learn all or what other students have been learning. So for you to, so if you are joining right now, anytime you are seeing this video, you get to still learn all what we have learned from the beginning, because all the classes are saved and not, in the public section, is on a private section. All right, so that is for that. So guys, let us proceed. Now moving further, to get to know how to solve questions on this aspect, because this pH concept, this is like the introduction. There is a man who brought about this pH scale. The man's name is called Soren Sorensen. What did I say? The name of the man is called Soren Sorensen. Actually, the full name is Soren Peder Lauritz Sorensen. Soren Peder Lauritz. So, just note it. Soren Sorensen brought about the pH scale, all right? Soren Sorensen brought about the pH scale. So, guys, moving further. So, now, on this aspect of chemistry, you have to note for your level, though there are for other advanced 100 level, university level, there are so many ways questions can come on this, which I know too. Do you understand? For you preparing for the JAM exam, those high school chemistry exams and the rest, there are 4 basic formulas you must be aware of. If you don't know them, it's a big problem, all right? So you have to know those formulas. So these, as explained, are the introductory aspects. So let's get higher into more concept on this topic called the pH concept. So I'll be wiping the board so I get to bring out those formulas that you must know on this aspect. Please listen and listen well for you to be able to understand properly those concepts, all right? Those concepts in chemistry. And there are about 4 formulas you must be aware of. Listen and listen well. So guys, the first formula under the pH concept is what I'm about to write in on the board. It is simply this, which is called pH. Listen and listen well. Is equal to minus log into brackets H plus. What did I say? I'm going to tell you interpret this. It's not about just writing. It is good you understand the formula. So it is pH is equal to what? Minus log into bracket what? H plus. This is the first formula you must note, all right? This is the first formula. Guys, ensure you like the live and also share with your friends, all right? Ensure you like this live section and also share with your friends, all right? Ensure you like this live section and also share with your friends. Okay, let me see. Okay. Guys, do well to like this live section and also share with your friends. It will help you a lot. Okay. All right. All right. So now, let us proceed, guys. Let us proceed. So moving further, this is the first formula you must note, all right? There are other formulas, and I'm going to write them on the board and then tell you what they mean. Now, note this. Anything happening to pH, listen. Oh, okay, let me tell you what this means. pH, majorly in this aspect of chemistry, deals with acids. Class, if you don't know this, please know it from today. What did I say? pH deals with what? Acids. Whereby there is something, its brother, called pOH. This deals with bases. All right, bases, guys, base. pH deals with acid, whereby pOH deals with base. So now listen and listen well. Listen. So as having formula for pH, so we have another formula for pOH. Though the topic is called the pH concept, not pOH concept. So here's the formula for pOH. I'm going to explain. It is simply minus log, all right, into bracket OH minus, whereby addition of pH and pOH will give us a value, and that value is 14. Whereby multiplication of H plus, listen, I'm going to explain what these things mean. This thing is called something, just relax. When you times this bracket H plus with, multiplication, in maths, times dot can mean times. Do you understand? So multiplication of H plus, let me wipe this. This is times, note it. Times OH minus will give us a value which is 1 times 10 raised to the minus 14. Are you there? So listen and listen well, guys. Listen, pay attention. Now let me tell you guys something. You know what are acids? Acids are substances. Because we have various scientists who talked about acids. Do you understand? Acids According to a man called Svante Arrhenius, these are all we have learned in our classes, all right? So ensure you are part of the class. So be part, do well to follow them. Do well to direct message me on my WhatsApp number so you get to know how to be part of the class. The class is not a free class, is a paid class, all right? So what are acids? Acids, according to this man called Svante Arrhenius, he said that acids are substances which when dissolved in water, so when you dissolve acid in water, they produce something called hydrogen ion. What did I say? These acids, they will produce what we call hydrogen ion as the only positive ion. So this tells you that, oh, acids, this is hydrogen ion. Hey guys, any atom with a charge is called an ion. So this is called hydrogen ion. Do you understand? When acids dissolve in water, they produce hydrogen ion as the only positive ion. So this is the hydrogen ion. Whereby, according to this same man called Svante Arrhenius, he said that bases are substances which, when dissolved in water, produces hydroxide ion, which is symbolized as OH minus, alright, as the only what? Tell me, is it positive ion or negative now? As the only negative ion, alright? As the only what? Negative ion. Are you there? So that is for that. That is why I told you that POH deals with base and look at OH minus, where POH deals with acid and it's H plus. So acid deals with H plus, bases deal with OH minus. So if you observe pH, H, that's why here was H plus. POH, OH, that's why here was OH minus. Now let me tell you something very important. Remember I told you that, oh, H plus, what's it called? What's the name? Hydrogen ion. Notice what I say. H plus has a name. It's called what? Hydrogen ion. And also you should note this, in chemistry, bracket means something. Whenever you see bracket, it's not just a normal bracket in your maths. In chemistry, this bracket has a name. It simply means concentration. What did I say? It simply means concentration. So you must note here that whenever something is inside a bracket, that thing's name should end with concentration because the bracket was not inside. The thing was inside the bracket. So this guy H plus in the bracket is now called what? Hydrogen ion what? Concentration. So this formula, which is for pH, is basically pH is equal to minus log into, the way you pronounce it, minus log into, should I just say minus log into hydrogen ion or minus log into hydrogen ion concentration? Which one? Minus log into what? Hydrogen ion concentration. Are you there? Minus log into what, guys? Hydrogen ion concentration, because bracket means what? Concentration. So you tell me what becomes this guy, OH minus, and then OH minus inside the bracket. Tell me, guys, this for you. This is for you based on what I've explained. Though I told you what OH minus is. And when you put in the bracket, what becomes the name? Do you understand? So that's what that. So when you add pH and pH together, you get 14. When you times them, not timesing the pH and pH, you're timesing the H plus in a bracket and OH minus in a bracket, you get this. 1 times 10 raised to the power of minus 14. Class, are you there? So with all of this said, let's get into talking about some practice questions on this aspect. Like, let's start solving questions. Not much talks. Let's start solving questions. But as earlier said, my online intensive classes for the JAMB exam, WEC exam, and irrespective of the country's exam, in as much it is chemistry and biology, my class has commenced already. So ensure you are part of the class. All right. It's not a free class; it's a paid class. All right. So that is for that. So moving further, let's get into start solving questions on this aspect. All right, let's get into start solving questions on this aspect. All right, so you can see how to start bringing questions on this aspect. Where is the paid concept? All right, and also this is the chemistry masterpiece. All right, the chemistry masterpiece written by me. It is a very detailed chemistry calculation textbooks that will help you improve greatly in your chemistry exam. All right, in the aspect of chemistry calculation. I believe you can see it. All right. So for more information to get a chemistry masterpiece, do well to direct message me via my WhatsApp number as well to get a copy for yourself, irrespective of where you reside. All right. So that's for that. And it's from this textbook I'm going to bring out the questions on pH concept because I wrote it and basically it has all you need to excel in your chemistry exam. So let's get into this aspect. Question 1, guys, on what we have said. Listen. There are so many areas which we've treated in my online intensive class, which is not for the public. It's for those who want to basically succeed and excel in their exam, in their forthcoming exam, maybe JAM or WIPE exam or other chemistry related exams. So question number 1 on all what we have explained so far. So guys, listen and listen well. It says calculate the pH. You can see this question is asking me to calculate what pH of HCl. Listen and listen well. pH of what? HCl. H and Cl is a compound. It is called hydrochloric acid. If you don't know, please know from today, HCl is called hydrochloric acid. Given all these questions now, they are straightforward questions. Don't get to some areas, they will not try to make it confusing, but they are all easy. Alright, they are all easy. They are all arranged structurally in the textbook. So calculate the pH of HCl given, the H plus. Given the H plus, given the bracket H plus, which is the hydrogen ion concentration in mole per dm cube. I will tell you something about what this mole per dm cube. This is mole slash means per dm cube. Alright. To be 1.00 times 10 raised to power minus 3. Alright, full stop. So guys, let's solve this question together. What do we do to solve this question? A very simple question. It is very easy. Guys, I'm sure you like, don't watch without liking. The question says, calculate the pH of HCl given the H plus in mole per dm cube to be this value. Listen, open your ears. pH, you have to get pH. Now, out of the 4 formulas I've written, which of them has pH in it? It is the first one. I know that the first one, pH was even made subject to formula. So, and now note this, anything on this aspect, be it hydrogen ion concentration, because I told you guys already that H plus in the bracket is hydrogen ion concentration. So, be it hydrogen ion concentration or hydroxide ion concentration, their unit is based, the unit of these guys is in mole per dm cube, alright? The unit of these guys is in what? Moles per dm cube. What did I say? Moles. So, guys, listen, very easy. They asked me to calculate pH. So, definitely, now I told you, these questions now, they are straightforward. pH of what they want me to calculate is not pH. Now, if you don't know it, HCl is an acid. That's why you should be part of my class to learn why HCl is an acid. I talked about acid, bases, and salt. Are you there? So, that is for that. Now, pH, HCl is an acid. So, this question is a very straight, it doesn't have any problem. So, the formula is simply pH is equal to what? Minus log into bracket H plus. Are you there? Now, this question was straightforward, whereby they're giving us the H plus in a bracket already. They said that we should calculate pH, which is this one to calculate for now, of an acid giving, they gave us the H plus in the bracket to be this value. Are you there? So then, pH will now be equal to minus log into bracket what? H plus in the bracket, which is 1.00 times 10 raised to power minus 3. Are you there? You can see it now. This is the H plus in it. Guys, this is the H plus in a bracket. Are you there? This is the H plus in the bracket, which is 1.00 times 10 raised to power minus 3. Alright? 1.00 times 10 raised to the power of minus 3. So when we hit our calculator based on this, what do we get? Very easy. Press your calculator carefully. Listen, this I'm solving with a calculator. I can also solve it without a calculator. That's why you should be part of this class to get to learn all these things. Alright? So when we hit our calculator, what will become pH is going to be minus log into this value is going to give us 3. Listen. And when I have pH to be 3, what type of solution is that? I've explained this already. That means that solution is what? An acidic solution. Because I told you what it means for a solution to be acidic. We've talked about that already. I've explained to you all what it means for a solution to be what? Acidic. Guys, you're watching without liking? No, that's not. Ensure you like as you watch. Share with your friends as well. So that is for that. Are you there? That is for that. So you can see the question 1. We have so many ways questions can be asked on this aspect. Listen and pay attention. Now here's another practice question, and this time around is for you. It says calculate the pH of HCl. No, I'm going to change it now. This acid is going to be HNO3. Listen and listen well. Alright, giving the H plus to be 1. Okay, let's change the value. I want to change the value now. It's going to be 1.34 times 10 raised to power minus 4. Alright, I'm using this at the H plus. So this is your own practice question. This question now is your own. Alright, but there are so many ways questions that come on this aspect which we have started in my online intensive class. So ensure you are part of the class to get to learn all you need to learn on this aspect, all right? So this is for you, solve it, minus log into the value. I'm not going to tell you the answer, so you provide the answer, all right? So that is for that, all right? That is for that. All right, and tell me if the solution you get is an acidic solution or an alkalinic solution. So guys, so for instance, they said calculate the POH. Okay, let's solve another. Let's see how it works. Other ways questions can be asked on this aspect. All right, other ways question. Listen and listen well. So calculate the POH. All right, all these ones now they are straight. Don't worry, that's why you should be part of the class, all right? They are straightforward questions. Calculate the pH of sodium. Sodium hydroxide is a base. I told you pOH deals with bases. On a very straightforward case, we have other ways questions can come, and you have to learn it. If you don't know them well, it's a problem. Calculate the pOH of sodium hydroxide given the OH minus in a bracket, OH minus in a bracket, to be, all right, let me get my textbook to get the question. Given the OH minus in a bracket to be, let's say 5.00 times 10 to the power minus 9. So I believe you know what to do, guys, because this question is straightforward, whereby we are going to use which of the formula. Which one, guys? pOH, that's what they're asking me, and this is the base. If you don't know this, sodium hydroxide is the base. This is sodium hydroxide, it's the base. So which one am I going to use it first? No, because they said pOH. Then use this one. But the other way question will come. I will not talk much. Alright, so that's for that too. So pOH becomes what? Minus log into bracket what? OH minus. Whereby what happens? pOH will now be equal to what? Minus log into open bracket OH minus, which is what? 5.00 times 10 raised to the power of minus 9, but this is the OH minus, which is this. Do you understand? So guys, you provide the answer in the comment section, and with these few points of time, we are done for now. All right, I see you guys when I see you guys on this space. God bless you all. All right, so that is for that.